5 minutes for you all.
Indran, give me your email. Type your email here. We'll see how 154. Okay, so we start class. Okay, now we're going to start the chapter 1. Still a few slides to go. Okay. Okay, start with here. I need to record. Wait. Okay, good morning, everyone. So regarding this last week, okay, we already covered this part. Okay, here and summary is the byte long. Okay, all they are stored in the type of in touch size. Okay, by default. Okay, therefore you no need to do explicit casting. Just I put the double or whatever integer in the front. No need. It's automatic too for the numeric type. Okay, this is a summary of a whole slide. Okay, so now we will continue with the next slide. Okay, constants. Okay, constant means we going to use the value and the value is never changed. Okay, from the forever. Okay, then we can use constants. Okay, the value not changed, so we can use forever. Okay, for example, max, we can specify max 300s. Okay, so this is a value is never changed. Okay, that's why I use uppercase. Okay, and then put one more keyword in the front, final, means is this value is no longer changed anymore. Okay, so this is a constant. Okay, when you see all the variable in the Oracle, it's uppercase one, then that one actually is a constant. That value you cannot change. Okay, very simple. In summary, if you see the word start with lowercase, that is a variable name. Okay, and if more than one words, then the second word first letter uppercase. There's a variable. Okay, so if you see the first letter start with uppercase, there's a class name. Okay, and you see that variable all uppercase, that is constant, so it's very easy to recognize. Okay, anyone also follow the same patterns, so maybe I can show you the real sample. Okay, so we have another this data types, character data types. Okay, as remember or not, the last week we covered the 6 data type, but we got 2 more that are not covered. That part one is a character and boolean. Okay, so this is a character one. So character A, okay, and they have a char, okay, 4. So all character must put in the single dot, okay, to represent the char. Okay, remember char. So here you can see here, they are single dot. Double dot means string. Single dot means char. Always remember that. So this is another set of characters. This is a ASCII code. I think you learn in the C programming. And actually, we use a Unicode. Okay, Unicode they include more language. Okay, like Japanese language, Chinese character, and so on. Okay, the library is more longer because this one is only 8-bit. This one is the 16-bit. so they can cover more type of characters. Okay, so this is that's why they support different world language lah. Okay, Japanese language also okay, Chinese language also okay. Okay, they have word there. That's why Unicode can cover more character. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, all these special characters, backslash, tab, live feed. So that's why it's in the first chapter, first practical I cover this. So next line, /n, next line, live feed. Okay, the Unicode is this, and the shortcut key is this. Okay, you can type /n. Okay, search R and so on. Single double dot. Before you want to put, because single dot and double dot represent other things, like single dot is a character, double dot is a string. Therefore, if you want really to come out with this symbol, then you must put slash in front to tell the system that is not the next letter is not a function, but it's a normal char you want to print. Okay, so this is that's why you need to put slash in front. Okay, so Unicode is something like this. Okay, so they cover, I think the starting point, okay, ASCII code is the starting part of Unicode. Then after that, the Unicode, there are many things continuous, but ASCII code end already. Okay, so you can see now that from 0 to 128, the starting of Unicode actually is ASCII code. So what I can say is it's a subset. ASCII code is a subset of Unicode. Okay, ASCII code is the first part of Unicode. Okay, so it's a summary. Okay, this is a sample. Okay, ASCII code selector. You can see this in the hexadecimal index. Okay, how you know what number in what is what value? Okay, for example, okay, A, uppercase A. Okay, uppercase A is here. Okay, so your value is B. 0041 is a Unicode. Instead of 41. Okay, so you can see this one 4, this one is 1. So 0041 Unicode is A. Okay, so this is how you read the value. Okay, like small character A. Okay, it's 0061. Okay, 61. Okay, so this is how you read ASCII code from the Unicode there. Okay, the value. Okay, so this is how you read the table. Okay, so this we casting the char to the numbers, so we can use in. Okay, in I put dot 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 like that. Okay, the value return 97. Okay, 97 same as this. Can see now C char is 97. Okay, it's these two so these two is a similar. Just we want to declare what type only. If you convert to integer, there's a value in the position. It's 97. Okay, so certain number you need to remember For me, I remember the uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase 65, lowercase 97. You just remember that one. Okay, then B is just +1 Okay, uppercase B is 66. Okay, for ASCII code Okay, I remember these two only. The rest I just add on only. Okay, no need to remember the whole set. This is regarding the ASCII code. Convert to data type. Okay, with the numbers they have a value one. The position. Then after that, another type is a boolean. Okay, some people pronounce a boolean. Up to you boolean, up to you doesn't matter, for me it's the same. Okay, just one is American pronunciation and one is English England pronunciation. So up to you which one you want. Okay, so boolean different from the integer. Okay, it's only return true and false value. Okay, true, false. So you can see here, 1 more than 2. This is a symbol of more. So answer is false Okay, 1 more than 2. 1 is not more than 2, right? So logically it's wrong. So it's a false, return false value. Okay, so like this, the boolean s equal to true. Okay, but you cannot do like this. Okay, in y equal to in x, cannot. Okay, remember, so it's illegal statements. Okay, illegal statements. You cannot change. This is already Boolean. X is already Boolean true. You cannot convert the Boolean value to the integer. Cannot. Okay, so Boolean and the integer is totally different. Okay, so integer like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But Boolean is true or false, only two values. That's why all this is special keyword. You cannot create a variable using the name true or false. Okay, so this is regarding a Boolean type. Okay, so this is string types, is a reference type. Okay, what's the difference between the primitive type and reference type is? Reference types normally come together with a lot of method inside the class that you can use. But primitive type don't have one. Okay, though you see the type is start with the uppercase one, there is actually is reference types. They come together with many methods you can reuse. Okay, that's why in the practical you learn something called integer dot pass in, double dot pass double, all this. Okay, this is actually is the reference type, which is a start with uppercase one. Okay, so we can create string message equal to welcome to Java. Okay, it's not a primitive data types but a reference types. Okay, this one already cover. We cover more on this class lah. Okay, chapter 4 will cover more on class and object. Chapter 5 will learn more on a string. Okay, string class. Okay, so the one in the future we will cover this part. Just tell you that reference type, they come together with a set of method that you can be use. But primitive data type, they won't give you any methods. Okay, just a pure type only. Okay, so this is an example of string concatenations. Normally use a plus symbol like this. That's why just I mentioned to you already. 2 dot it represents string, 1 dot represent char. Okay, so like this. Okay, welcome to Java. So this is a space here. So this is a space. Okay, also here. So all words will come out in the end will same like the welcome to Java. Okay, the whole word like this. Okay, so this one we can write a full sentence, or you can break it to few words, up to you. Okay, this is one way to do. And this one like this, +2, the automatic will just change the number, become the characters. Okay, so because in front is a string, they understood that. So behind one automatic, so the answer will become chapter 2. Okay, so this one same thing. If you behind put char, the automatic will also convert to string in the end, so become the supplemental B. Okay, so automatically if we create a string type, start with a string, then behind one, they all will convert automatically. Okay, so this is a how this string class work. Okay, then this is regarding printf. Okay, printf, I think some of you already cover in the particular class. Printf just the difference with the print line and print, only you only specify the type with the percent. Okay, like this case, the example here, quantity, %d. Okay, means integer. %.2f means something in double value. Float also can be used, double also can be used. %.2f means 2 decimal point. Okay, so we display. That's why all with the comma. See the comma, quantity, comma, sales amount. Okay, so normal string with print and print line or print end normally use plus sign, but here is use comma. Only a difference. Okay, so this one is so the way lah you want to print out according to the format you want. Okay, so you have a %s. The time I use for first class one, there is a string. Okay, so this is a format output before you display. Okay, so this is how we do printf. Okay, now we go to the next. Okay, so now we going to this common programming style and documentations. Okay, so we need to standardize. Okay, when you resign, other people will take over your project, whatever. They can know everything in this coding you write. Okay, they don't need to ask you. They look at the words. They know there's a name, there's a class, or there's a method, or there is constant. They all will know it. Okay, you don't need to specify to them. Okay, that's why you need to Sometimes you pass over to other people. Sometimes you finish halfway or whatever. Then you can put some comment to them. Okay, I only finish up to what step, for example. Okay, so there are a few things you need to know here. Prepare comment, naming conventions. Okay, like just how I told you, constant uppercase, variable start with lowercase, class name start with uppercase. Okay, all this you need to remember. So C Java naming convention for variable, method name, class name, and constant name. Okay, and proper indentation and spacing line. Okay, spacing lines is very important. Okay, normally I use tab. Okay, the class. If I create a method within the class, I put a one tab in. Okay, to represent that is a methods. Okay, this way make your this coding more easy to read. Okay, and arrange properly. And somehow we need to have this block style, means open and close. So some people put in the inline, means same line. I prefer put in the same line, means save the line code. Okay, some people break it to 2. Okay, later I'll show you some sample lah. Okay, just how to put it, make other people easy to read. Okay, this is the purpose of this few things. Okay, so apply commands. Okay, include summary at the beginning of the programs. Explain what the program does, its key features, its support, data structure, and any unique technique is used. Okay, normally you also can put in your name, who create. So in your assignment, I want you to do this. What class you create, what class you put at top. Who in charge of create that class. Okay, so you put slash, maybe the creator is who, what time, which date, something like that. You can put in. Okay, that one also can remind you this is which version, because sometimes you modify so many code, right, in the same file, so you know where which one is the latest one. Then you can recognize from the comment you put. Oh, this one I do until yesterday one. Okay, because you have many versions, then you will confuse because you keep updating the same file. So after you update it, okay, why not you just change the value. The last update is on when. Okay, then you can recognize, oh, the file is the file that I updated yesterday. Okay, so this is a useful of the command you put. Okay, so this is like just how I mentioned, you can include your name, class section, instructor, date, and beneficiary at the beginning of the programs. Okay, so this is things you can put. So the syntax is the same. Star slash slash star slash is for long command, your starting endpoint. Or you want to have a one line comment, you just put slash slash. Okay, I think we have sample. Yeah, so I hope that you understand. Star slash star is for long command. You can you specify the starting point and end point. Slash slash for the inline command. Okay, I mean only one line only. Okay, so this is regarding the command. This is variable names, how you create a variable name and method names. So variable name and method names is the same pattern. Use lowercase. Okay, use lowercase for method name and the variable. How you differentiate the both method behind got bracket, right? Because our method will have a parameter, even though a parameter is just empty. Okay, so you can see the name, if lowercase, got bracket one, there is a method. Without bracket one is variable. Okay, very easy, simple to distinguish them. Okay, so you look at this, concatenate all words in one. Okay, so you lowercase for the first word and capitalize the first letter of each subsequent word in the name. So for example here, radians, area. Okay, so this is a lowercase variable name. If your method name more than one character or your variable name more than one character, you just put like that. Compute area, the second word first letter uppercase. Okay, so how we know there's method or variable? Very simple. If area, let's say compute area bracket, okay, round bracket, there is method. Without round bracket one is variable name, just like that. Okay, just I mentioned very clearly. With the bracket one is a method, without bracket one is normal variable name. Okay, this is for variable. Then after that, this is a class name. Okay, if you create a class name, always start with the uppercase. Okay, so look at the first letter, is uppercase or lowercase. It's uppercase, confirm is a class name. It's lowercase, it's either method name or variable name. So it depends whether got bracket or no bracket. If got bracket, there's a method. Without bracket, is normal variable. Okay, and all uppercase one is constant. That constant pi, okay, max underscore value. Okay, so all these are uppercase one is constant. Okay, constant means the value is never change one. Okay, never change one. Okay, so it's very simple to see the difference. So as I mentioned to you, if you follow the same patterns, anyone look at your code, anyone handle your project, they can understand what you write. Okay, that's why we follow all same. Okay, different people have different way to name the class name, variable name, and the constant, then they're very confused. Okay, so this is why we need to follow the formal naming convention that everyone follow one. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, this is what I mean the spacings. So normally I use one tab. Okay, this one is a class. So this is open, close. Okay, then after that, tab or methods. Okay, methods. This is a main method. This is a okay, and one more tab is start your body of the code. See now, this one tab, two tab. Okay, so like this, make your code easy to read. Then you know the outside one is a class, the inner one level one is method, another level is all the body coding of the body. So like this, easy to read. Okay, so you can see now I also put a blank line between you declare this value, okay, for the declare the variable, then you set the value, then after you print. So you set value, okay, then after that one more line, print the value. So just like what I show you in the first class, the input I put at top, then I put a blank line, then output. Don't let them join together. So this is how you use the line spacing to make your code easy to read. Okay, so this is regarding the spacing. Okay, so there are two ways to write in the two style. Okay, I prefer this one. Okay, maybe you can use this seem like your code will become longer. So I prefer to save space, put in the same line. Okay, see now here they got braces because this pair of braces is for class. This pair of braces is for the method. Okay, they seem like one more line like that, but I prefer this one because save is not seem like very shorter compared to this one. This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line, but this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finish. So most of the time I use this pattern. You see all my sample I given to you is using this end of line style. Okay, so this is how you put the block style. Okay, then there's a finish of chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1. So explain what is a structure design. So we still have the object oriented still got structure design. Like if else statement, do while loop, all this still have same like C. It's no difference, it's totally same. We still have. So OOP have both. Okay, object oriented one and structure one. Okay, plus together. So describe what is the object oriented design approach. Okay, write a simple program that uses an object for console input. So I not only teach you the console input, I also teach you the GUI input using the J option pen. Okay, you can refer to the source code I share to you. Both example inside. So either I will share you after the class. Okay, like the chapter 1 I share only today. Okay, or else before the class start. It depends whether I can finish or not. Okay, because when before I teach you, I need to do some preparation. So I prepare the source code. Then if ready, then I just share to you. Okay, so this is regarding the source part. So we finish chapter 1. Okay, so it's nothing already. So this is a self-learning lah. Inside got if you forgot your C already, let's say you forgot your C. If you also do know this and that, then you refer back your this appendix A1, A2, A3, A4. Take a folder with that one. Okay, you go back to do revision. Okay, then after that, review the slide and source code for these chapters. Okay, this source code I will share to you for the chapter 1. read up the relevant portion of the recommended text. Okay, do the tutorial and practical question for the chapters. So most students with me one already start the practical. Okay, there's no tutorial, but even though no tutorial, your final exam is like tutorial types of questions. Okay, so even though we don't have tutorial class for the chapters, but your final exam like tutorial question. Okay, so that's why once a while, maybe I will show you the past year questions. Then we do together within the chapters. If I found lah, okay. So this is the things you need to do. So everyone must do practical lah. If only the way that you can understand whether you can do or not, okay, can realize whether you can do or not. So it depends of the practical questions. That's why for my class, I'll fix a question. For example, please submit the first practical, second question using ZUI and console together. Okay, this is what I ask my student do. Okay, that means I ask them submit 2 files, 2 class file and 2 Java file. Okay, which is a question 2, but one is use console, another use GUI. I ask them to do both by their own. And first question, I'll guide them step by step. This is my style. Okay, I guide you for starting, then the end you do one question for yourself. Then you can realize whether you can do or not. And of course, you will face any problem, you can show me your screens. Okay, then I can try to help you to solve the problems. Okay, so I discover one of the problem is from the student. Please don't use Chinese character as your folder name, please. Okay, this software cannot recognize Chinese character folder name. Okay, try not to. Okay, so this is what I want to mention to you. Okay, so because one of students keep on cannot compile the file because they cannot search the location of the file. Okay, if you use Chinese character as a folder name. Yeah, so this is everything regarding chapter 1. Then we go to chapter 2. Okay, anyone have problems before we go to chapter 2? Anyone have any question to ask? Okay, so we finished the first chapter already. Okay, good. Then we go to the second chapter. Okay, this. So don't worry about this source code later. We'll explain. Okay. So this is chapter 2. Okay, methods, exception handling. Okay, so method in your C we call it function. Okay, but here we call it methods. So in the method, just a few things you need to take notes. This called method overloading. Okay, method overloading. Method invocation. Okay, method overloading means use back the same method names, but the parameter list is different. Parameter type or list is different. Maybe it's a different type, maybe it's a different number of arguments. Okay, that's called method overloading. And method invocation means the system confused. Why got 2 methods also can be called? Which one you want to call? When they're having that problem, they show you error. Okay, all this one I already put inside the code. Later I will show you the sample code. Okay, and exception handling means if you have problems, you ask people enter number, but I purposely to enter characters. What happened? So how you handle it? So I will give you one simple programs using try catch statement. Okay, if the user enter wrong, then I ask them to re-enter and pump them certain message, rather okay, to tell them what is the mistakes. Okay, so all these are done. I will do on today class. Okay, chapter 2. So because I want to save the time, so I share the code to you earlier. Okay, so they got many file there. So don't worry, I will explain when they cover that part. Okay, so no worry, you don't have time to type the codes because it's no time for you to type the code, waiting for you to finish the code and so on. So today I wake up earlier, so I prepare all the code. Then I think it's okay. Then I share to you. Okay, if later anything I want to enhance, maybe I'll add on. Okay, but up to now, I think should be sufficient to cover chapter 2. Okay, so this is regarding the method and exception handling. So what is the purpose we create method? The methods we create is actually for sharing. So you can see now you use a lot of method that you previously like pass in, pass double. You can see now scan dot next what kind of next line. This next in, next double. Only this all of them is method. Okay, so method store and where? Store in class. So in another meaning is, let's say you can see integer dot pass in. So means they have a one integer class. Inside integer class got method called pass in. Then they got another class called double, and inside got double dot pass double. So starting with the application is a class name followed by what method names. So normally when we use the methods like that, we call with class name, then after that call with method inside the class. So this is a pattern of how we create. That's why later I also show you how we create our own methods. Okay, we default method in the library that we can use is many. So after you install, you go to documentation. All the method in the documentation, you can use it for your assignment. Okay, and they'll keep on updating a different version. Means the latest version will cover more method lah, what I can say. Okay, but it's not necessarily you use very advanced method in the later part. So up to you, you want to update your JDK or not, it's up to you. Okay, so if you found certain function I want to do, it's not in the old version of the JDK, then you can update your new JDK. Okay, JDK is like keep on increasing the library. That's why they got version of what version, JDK 111, 112, 113, and so on. So when the number keep on increasing means the more method you add in the library. Okay, and when people create it and tested, no problem, then they share to you and you can use. Okay, so this is why this object-oriented more become famous, because they have a long list of the library that you can use. Okay, import this and you can use it. Okay, so this is why after that this Java coming out, then Microsoft company also come out with something called .NET. Okay, actually it's a similar technology lah. Okay, they also got library. So they are competitor, Java and then .NET. So in outside, your company either use .NET or use Java, either one. So both also need to learn if can. Okay? So this is regarding if you really want to become programmer, you cannot rely on only one language. You at least must know few different language. Okay, database also you know a bit. This Python, Java, C++, all this. Okay, it depends on what field you want to go. Then you must know few language before you go to others. Okay, even though your company using a new language, but the structure, whatever, if then all this is almost similar. Just the syntax a bit different only. Okay, like Java, they got open close braces. I think the .NET no need to put the braces no need to put. Okay, somehow like that. The syntax is different. Okay, so now we go to starting with the chapter 2. Okay, after we introduction, brief description of the chapter 2. So I can start now. Okay, chapter 2, a few slides only. So this is how what we learn. Okay, what we're going to learn for today class. Define the method and involve mean calling the method. Okay, and passing the argument inside the methods. Okay, involve mean call. So normally you call method you use specified with the class name followed by method name. Then we call special. Okay, so use method overloading in programs. Okay, overloading. This I'll tell you already. Method overloading means use the same method names but different parameter type or list. Okay, so apply basic exception handling. This is the purpose of the today class. Okay, so now we go to the method. So you define the method like this: public static. Okay, after that void main string. That one is remember, that one is for main methods. Okay, every program have an entry point. So the entry point is a main method. So they run the method first, followed by others. Okay, but other methods is defined like this: public static, your return type. Okay, and you can see the square bracket here. No? This is the part that you recognize whether it's overloading or not. Max method, integer. I can put another one, max double. So a similar method, but they call method overloading. Okay, one accept 2 integer parameter and one accept 2 double parameters. Okay, but in real life, we normally put biggest value one. That means the primitive data type, we put biggest a bit one. So for me, I will create max double. So even though they put integer value, you without the in method, it still can run because they automatic convert. That's like what you learn in the chapter 1. So integer value automatic accept as a double. Okay, so let's say you got 3, they become 3.0. It's automatic converted. So that's why normally if you want to declare methods, we normally put a higher big data type. Okay, why we want to do that? You can accept long range of the value. You not only can accept the integer value, you at the same time also can insert double value. So it's one stone kill 2 birds. Okay, remember, so normally you declare higher. So then your range of value you can accept is longer. Okay, so then how we call? We call only using method name and the data type you have. They are matching. Max in. If your value x and y is in, then we'll call this method. If your x, y, your value is double, then we'll call another method. They'll match like this. Oh, so many code here. Okay, never mind. Just how I copy a lot of code. Maybe I close off. If not, really confusing. Okay. Okay, this is a method. Then go to the next. Remember, this part is more concerned about Agile. This method, the method name and what the parameter they have. Either it's 2 or 3. Sometimes you get in number 1, in number 2, in number 3. This is called overloading also because it's different number of parameter. One's got 2, one got 3. Okay. Remember, they have 2 ways. Either it's the different data type or the number of parameter is different. They also can consider as a method overloading. So go to next slide. Okay, so like this is how you is the body. Okay, the body. So method name and the parameter list. Okay, method signature. This one just how the word represent what I mentioned just now called method signature. We only concentrate on method name and the parameter list. Okay, list here can be different number of parameter or different data type parameter. So parameter list. Okay, so this is things I mentioned just now. This is a one word to represent that part. Method signature. So they have something called formal parameter and actual parameter. So formal parameter is whatever you can see here. That's called formal parameter. Okay, so in number 1, in number 2, this is a formal parameter that you can use in the inside the body. Okay, if now 1 more than 2 and so, and whatever you call, we call it actual parameter. The real value we put in. Okay, this is a general indication. That's why I call it formal parameter. Okay, just declare only. But this one you really put the value. The value here will match one by one. Okay, so one you write in the method header one is formal parameter. The one you use it to call with the real value one, we call it actual parameter. Okay, so this is the things. Don't worry, later I'll show you some sample code of this. I do one is for multiplication. Okay, not the plus minus. Okay, multiplication. Later I'll show you. Okay, the 2. Okay, so actual parameter and arguments. Okay, this is an actual parameter as I mentioned. Okay. When you call you actual parameter. Okay, so this is a passing parameter. So we look at this. We have one method called public static void and print line. Okay, I cannot use print line, right? Because it's by default it's got one method called print line. That's why I put one n here, and print line. Okay, make it not saying. Then I passing got 2 parameter. One is a message, and one is how many times you print. Okay, so you can see you have 4 loops. In I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus, then system print out a message. So here means the n here refer how many times you want to print. So like this, welcome to Java, you print 5 lines. This one will computer science will print 15 lines. Okay, just like that. So first I need to match the This is the actual parameter. So match the method name, and they will see inside here the parameter. Oh, first one is a string. The second one is number. Okay, match. Yes, then they'll run. Okay, this is how they're calling the methods. Okay, match the method name first, then match also the type inside. So if you reverse the value of 5, you put in front, will come to Java, put behind, then you cannot run. They say method not found. So the sequence of the variable value also very important. That means the actual parameter, the sequence of value also need to match the former parameter one, the data type. Okay, so you cannot reverse the sequence. You must follow escalation. Okay, then they'll match and run. Okay, so now we go to the next. Pass by value. Okay, and then another one called pass by reference. Okay, so in this case, we only put in the value. So you can see here, we put in the value, right? 5, 15. This one pass means pass by value. Okay, the variable used will not affected regardless of a change made to the parameter inside the methods. So the value is still there. Okay, and we have another one called pass by reference. We pass the address. Okay, that one normally used for array. That means you pass the address, people change the array, then the array will change value in the end. But they pass by value, they just pass in the value, that's it. They won't do further change. Okay, so they are passed by value and passed by reference. So before I go for the others, then I demo some of the part of the programs. Yeah, I did this morning. Okay, so I first starting with these two. Same folder, different file. Same file and different file. Both are using the same one called multiplications. Okay, the way to write is different. So I'll show you the code for this part first. Okay, so I have this. That's why I put this one as a comment, because this one can be replaced by double. Okay, method loading, same method name but different parameter type or list. Okay, so here I give us two sample. The one is two this parameter, and one is 3 parameter. Okay, so one got 2, one got 3. So it depends what the value we pass in. Okay, like this. We have 2, they will call this. Got 3, they will call this. That's why I didn't use the integer because there's no need. Double already cover the in. So this one no longer needed. So that's why I put it slash comment it, make it as a comment. Okay, this is a multiple line comment, starting endpoint, and this is a single line comment. Okay, so this is how you run. So this file I show you is, you see now the main method and the other method I put together in the same file. So I put same file. Okay, main method at the top. And the main method can be in different file. Okay, different file. Okay, so like this, actually the answer can be compound and run. Okay, I run for you, have a look. Okay, the value will come out. Okay, the value will come out. This 4 times. Okay, 2 value was okay, 3 value was okay. But now we go to break it to 2, means my main method is in another class. Normally we create a class called test class to put in your main methods. Okay, later you learn in chapter 4 what you got student, test student, cost to test cost, and so on. Okay, so we got test class. So we normally have this. So you can see the original class only have 2 methods. Okay, these 2 parameter one and 3 parameter one. Okay, and the main method is not appear here. I put in another class called test class. So you cannot run this. You run nothing one. Okay, run me you run me the compile the file. Okay, you see now cannot run. Sorry, here don't have main methods, so cannot run. So I told you the main method is entry point. So the main method I put in the class. So you can see here nothing, right? It's no other method here. But what they can run, I use this. Can you see? Multiplication class, multiply method. So actually they'll go to this class and find the method, this class multiplication dot method. So actually this one, if you want to make want to call from other classes, okay, your main method want to call the method from other classes, you need to mention the name first, the class name, follow the method, then they can match. Okay, so at here you know it. Okay, and these are same folder one. Okay, maybe I can change here. I forgot to change. No need to put method name also. Okay, this how I forgot to change this part. Okay, maybe I can share the file later lah. Like this. This one no, because it's a similar class. Okay, whether can I run. So this one you no need to mention the class name because it's still in the same file. Okay, so I can save and run. Okay, the result on the bottom. Okay, you go to change the cell after you download because the sound maybe I can change now. Okay, this morning I just change. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for Ryan. Call me. Okay, I forgot to untick this. Okay, so I go back to just now whatever I mentioned. Okay, so method overloading. That's how I specified only two this parameter and these three parameter. Oh, just now. Okay, I remember. I forgot. Okay, thanks for class rep. This is one of the class rep for me. Okay, where we stop? Where we stop? We stop at where? This one already covered the method overloading. Which part? Okay. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I think I need to test. This one this one already covered, right? Call the file method from the different file. Is it already covered? Then I'll go to the overloading part. Okay, so now we go to the overloading. Overloading, normally you create a method to accept different number of parameters. Like this case, I create two method overloading. One is 2 double and one is 3 double. Means one accept 2 parameter, one accept 3 double parameter. Okay, so like that we can run these programs. Okay, but if you have a problem like I can put any number of value here. So how are you going to cater that kind of needs? Means I know multiplication. This, what is that? Multiplication based on the file name or function. This one, this is a method name. Below one. You see, this one matching this at the bottom. Okay, so I change the file name called method overloading. Okay, so this is calling the methods. Okay, method name, because within make a method within the same class, no need to use a class name in front. You put also not wrong, but no need to put. Okay, within same class, they understood. But different class, then you need to put the method name, the class name in front. Okay, so now we go to the solution. Okay, through getter, I don't care how many parameter you put in. Okay, you put in 10, 20, 30, I also can give you answer. How? Using variable length argument methods. Okay, so like this is a sample. This one I already hide. Instead of using 3 dot. Okay, this 3 dot. So dot means it's a variable length argument. So I don't care how many value you put in. If you put in, then I just do for you. But of course, you need to use a for loop to calculate that value. Okay, because it's a multiple value here, so you might use for loop to get one by one. I don't care how many value you put in. Here I put sample is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is 4, one is 5. Okay, so can be any value as long as 2 and above. So all I can do for you. Okay, how I recognize is using the for loops. Okay, so I declare the answer is equal to first value. Okay, this is a array, first value. So they consider as an array output. So the first value here is 3. Okay, so they have 3 here. Then after that, starting answer equal to answer times value I. So the first one is 3. Okay, so then after that, your second value, okay, the 1. So the second value, so the second value is 9. So 3 times 9, then they are return 27. Okay, so this one is a solution to cater if your parameter you need to accept different lists of value. Okay, so any value you put in, I can give you answer, then you can use this to solve. Okay, if not, you need to create many methods. You need to create 3 one, you create 4 one, create 5 one, create 6, so many. Okay, I can use one method to simplify all this using the variable length arguments there with the dot. Okay, this is actually supposedly covered in chapter 3. Okay, I don't know whether to cover or not. Okay, so but I just tell you they have a solution for this kind of the methods. Can accept different number of array lists that you need. Okay, even you give them an array, they also can count for you. Okay, so this is regarding the method overloading. So we rest for 5 minutes. We continue with others. Okay, we rest for 5 minutes. Okay, this is a end part is a variable length argument. So we'll go back to our notes. Okay, we rest for 5 minutes and then we continue. Okay, but no need so worry. All this GUI just drag drop only, because the next this GUI with the button and whatever, just drag in, drag in, drag in. They automatically create a code for you. Okay, therefore you prefer use NetBeans. They are more better kind of software that you can automate a lot of process. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to here. So this is the error of the nodes. Okay, so actually it's a num. So but by value. Okay. Okay, I think connection not that good today. Don't know what happened. Like lagging. Okay, I know. Okay. So I think you can see now. I don't know why today network already DG net. Okay, never mind. I'll come back to here. So we go back to our this PowerPoint. Okay, so this value we're going to take effect only in the body. Okay, this is a before the print. Okay, after the print. So you can see here the value is 2, 1, because it's only take effect in the body. So when this one you calling, see now in I equal to 1, you call the method, you pass in the 1. Okay, so the 1 here, you be print out the value 1, then this one number plus means the increase 1 value, then print 2. So these two we're going to generate answer this. Okay, pass by value, just pass in, then do words. Okay, they won't affect the original method call methods. So when you go to here, print num, change call this method. Okay, calling this method, and they print again with this. Okay, the value still same 1, 1. Okay, this is a pattern of call by value, pass by value. Mean I just pass in my value, my job done. They won't return back the value. Okay, whatever you do is only within the method take effect. Okay, so understand? So this is called pass by value. Means you pass in the value, the method run already. That's it. They won't pass back the any other the return value. So we can see here we still print 1, 1. Okay, even you say I swap the value. Okay, actually this one call number. Change num, they call this method to do change, but in the end they won't change any value. They still refer back to 1 and this. Okay, means everything done in the body, they will not return back to main methods. This is a pattern of pass by value. Okay, so that's why they never change the original value. Okay, but pass by reference, different story. We pass the address, it's not a value, pass the address. Then they will change, finally will change your value. Okay, but pass by value never. Just your job, just pass in a value, let the method done the job. That's it. Then the method won't return anything to you. Okay, let's go pass by value. Then we'll go to next slide. Okay, return value types. Okay, this is a return types. Okay, they here mention return type. Okay, so you put in means you're going to return in value. Okay, double mean you return double value. So this is a return types. Okay, return types. So look at these methods. Okay, a return statement is required for the value returning methods. Okay, so the method shown below is logical error. but it's a comparison error because the Java compiler thinks it's possible that this method does not return any value. So you can see now, if this one return 1, else if return this, else if n less than 0 return -1. Okay, I hope you can see. So in the end, it can be return any value. The possibility, okay, never return any value. That's why it's compilation error. So how to fix it? The recolor this one, take out. Okay, no matter what case, in the end, you return -1. Then answer can be done. Okay, I hope you understand. So the red color one you take out, then no problem only. Because else in the end, you'll still return one value. Okay, means without this condition, for sure I can return at least one value -1. If I put this one, there possibility that never return out any value. Okay, so this is a logic error, I will call it. Okay, make sure if you do if else statement, the last one should be else. Other possibility, then return the value. Okay, so remember the red color this part take out, then the program will run successfully. Okay, OOF, what is that there? What's the meaning of OOF? I don't know. Okay, so this is regarding the logic error. Okay, make sure your program must return one value out. So that's why we no need to put if n less than 0. We put this, the possibility not return any value out. Okay, so next. No way, you use DG. I use DG, that's why lag. Okay, DG mobile data. Yeah, I think we're using the same provider. That's why like that. Okay, so now we go to the next. Okay, so this modifier. Okay, so modifier, they got this few level. Okay, they got this public, private, protected, static, final, and abstract. Okay, each of these core keywords, okay, the modifier keyword, they have special meaning ones. But now we only cover these two. Okay, here we just here public means like public transport. You can give to anyone. When you declare public means everyone can be used. Anywhere you can use. But private means you only can use within the same class. Within same class only you can use. Okay. And the other keyword I'll use for other chapters, like protected is for chapter it's mistaken chapter 7. Okay, for abstract methods. Okay, for if you're a parent and a child, your parent become protected, something like that. Okay, then we got static, final, and abstract. Okay, all this also this one also in the chapter 7. Okay, final will cover in the first chapter. So remember we use final keyword for our constants. Okay, so this is a final. And statics. Okay, we put static keywords, then you can use a class name to call the methods. Okay, so static is means can be shared. Okay, all this is a special keywords, but here we only focus these two. So tell you public, like public transport, everyone can be used. Private means can use by your own only. Here own means refer to the same class. This one can use anywhere. This one only can use within the same class. That's called private. Okay, so we can see all our methods basically is public. Because we want to encourage to share our methods. Okay, therefore we normally put our method public to let people get it. Okay, so very seldom use private, very seldom. Okay, so this is regarding these two. Then we'll cover more in the later chapters for this modifier. Okay, reuse method from the other classes. This one I already covered the code for you. Now I can have an easy way to explain to you because I show you just now method only. Either you call it within the same classes or within the different classes. Okay, so this also for test class and see not test max. They're calling for outside. Okay, calling for outside. So this is how they do lah. Okay, this is called the main methods. Okay, so this one they put within the same class. That's why they don't need use the class name because this is the main method. This is other methods. They still put in the same class. So you no need to use a class name to call. Even you put also not wrong lah. Okay, but no need lah. Okay, no need to, because it's still within the same class. So just pull like this. Call the method, then run this. And they return back the value. Okay, so this is regarding the, actually this one, I said what I told you, put in the same file. Okay, put in the same file. So if you put in different file, then you need to put like this. Okay, if you put in another file. Okay, just how I give to you sample a test multiplication. Okay, it's this lah. I use other example. Okay, so this is regarding either you put in the same file or you put in different file. Okay, so this is a way of putting different file one. Okay, must specify the class name before the method name. Okay, so this one already cover. This is another example lah. Just how I use multiplication that one. Okay. So method overloading, 2 or more methods with the same name but different parameter list. Either it's different type or different number of parameter. Okay, this is what I covered just now. I put 2 and 3 parameter for the multiplication methods. Okay, multiply method. Okay, so this is called method overloading. Okay, so create a different method with the same name but different parameter list. Okay. So like this. This one I already tell you the solution already, right? So remember, this one got 2 numbers. This one got 2 numbers. Okay, one is an integer, double. Then what if 3? Okay, 4. Okay, the 2 way either you create all the method are overloading 3 parameter one, 4 parameter one. But we can use, just how I show you one. Okay, you can use this dot one, variable length argument. Okay, this is a solution lah. Okay, what is? Okay, so just tell you lah. So here is still different data type. In, double, they consider as a difference. Okay, so this is called method overloading. So also can be three parameter. Okay, so that one also called method overloading. As long as the method name same, then parameter different, that is called method overloading. Okay, so this is a method overloading. Okay, so this one they show you the value, but I show you the example. They just run for you to have a look. So it's a similar. So I just go continue. Okay, so here ambiguous invocation. This is what I want to tell you that the computer confused. The method you call do also okay. See now in double in, but you put in. So it means this one also can be called. This one can be called also. So the compiler will confuse. The method call it can be that means can be matched with 2 different methods. So they'll give you this ambiguous invocation. So I also show you one sample of ambiguous invocation. So with the file name called ambiguous overloading invocation. This got error. They'll show you error like this. Ambiguous. Okay, overloading invocations. Okay, method whatever match to 2 methods. Okay, they match to multiple. So that's why I see now reference to multiple multiply is ambiguous. Okay, the reason behind is this is in double, this is double in. This one you do know which one to call. This one will specify this one in double. This one double in can call accordingly. But here I put integer, so they both also can be called. So they give you this error. Compound, cannot run. I tried it. Okay, they no longer can run. Okay, so I can give you this. Okay, so this is called ambiguous invocation. Okay, because the compiler confuse this one, the method body, the method header match to different method. They can be happen. Okay, so this is called ambiguous invocation. Yeah, so this is things I already cover. So we go to the next slide. That's why I told you method overloading, method ambiguous invocations. Okay, so this is a confused. Ambiguous means confused. The compiler confused which one to call. Okay, scope of variable. Next one is like let me go back to your programming. It's like learn whatever you learn in C. So means your variable it's local variable, it's a class variable, and so on, where they can take effect. Okay, so local variable only take effect on within the methods. Okay, like this case. Okay, this is a local variable because within the main methods. Okay, so it means these all variable only can take effect on within the main methods only. Okay, so this is a thing I mentioned here regarding the parameter. So where you can take effect. So we give go to the second example. This one, because we create the declare the variable within the methods, so they only take effect on this method only. Okay. Okay, you can see these for loops. Okay, so you can create in I and in j. Okay, so you can see now you create a class method variable, so you can access for whole methods. But this in I is in the for loop, so it's only take effect on each. That means inside within the for loop, you can use in I. Okay, and you declare j here. J only can take effect after this line. After you declare, the front cannot, only here. So you can see now the scope of j is shorter. After you declare, just can use. Okay, the I can take effect for whole for loops. Okay, and in this how if you create a variable at immediately the methods, then the whole method can be accessed. So there's a scope, okay, where you can access your variable. So it's a depend on when you declare also. You declare at the top, then whole method can be accessed. You declare in the method for loop body, you only can access with the whole for loop. And you declare inside the for loop, you get another variable, then they will start to use after that. Okay, this is how we define the scope of variable where they can take effect. Okay, so this is a example. Okay, look at this. So what happened? You have this in I cannot, no problem, because why? Your in I here will take effect only within this for loop only. They won't interference second for loop because they are different for loop. So your scope for I is only for here, and this one another I is for here. It's not they may not confuse. Okay, interference each others. Okay, but this one got problems. Okay, this one got problem. You declare in I and the outside means this one can access by whole method, and you declare another inner one in I again. So this is the same name, then it's wrong. Okay, it's wrong already. So if you do like this, then it's error because the I still got value unless you actually you declare in I equal to 1, then this one you no need to put already. It's no point. Okay, you already declare the top, so this one no need to put again. Okay, so you put again means you want to overwrite the outside one. Okay, so there's error for wrong declarations. Remember, this one is not okay. It's use in I, okay, because why? The in I only take effect on the for loop only, won't be outside. Okay, but this one you declare outside in I, inside also in I, then it's got something wrong there. Okay, so please don't do that. Okay, nested, don't. Okay, don't declare nested. So we go to the next. Okay, list called method extractions. Okay, method extraction here means I don't care the body. I only need to know the header. The header here is defer to method signature, means your method name plus the parameter. You only need to know that one, method header. Okay, and they will call accordingly. They don't care how you write in the body. So the body like a black box. Okay, very simple. You see or not? This is the sample of the example. You go controller. You need to know press this blue button for the previous channel. Press this one blue button next channel. Okay, then you click number with channel number. But you never know how actually they get the signal. You receive signal. Then what is the running things in the middle? The function and the coding you don't know. Okay, you need to know how to use it only. Okay, same as this, we need to know how to use the method. Okay, we don't care how people write the methods. Okay, so for example, they have a method called randoms, max.random in the max class. Okay, automatic import one. So if you want to use that method, you just use max dot POW power. Then you can run the methods already. But how they write, you do know one. So you no need to know also, because you just know that they will return you the correct answer. That's it. Okay, so at this method extraction means you don't care how they write the body. You need to know what is the method header and you call it and use. Just like what you use controller. You never ask, hey, how to this controller receive the signal? What is how after that how to convert the signal to the digital log or this that? You never know one. Actually, you also no need to bother because people already done already. So the main thing here you need to consider is how to use it. Okay, and what is the usage? That's it. Then how in the implementation in the middle, you don't need to care. So that's called method body. Okay, like back blocks. Okay, so these things like the detailed implementation is hidden. You no need to know. Okay, so you just need to know what is the usage of the method and how to use it. That's it. Okay, this is called method exceptions. Okay, so what is the benefit of methods? Okay, write a method once, reuse it anywhere. So that's why I told you why our main method normally put in outside. Okay, the reason is I want to share our methods to other people. Okay, that's why main method normally put outside. So information hiding, hide the implementation from the user. So user no need to know what is actually the body of the method. No need to know one. They need to know how to use it. So what I can say is you like tester. So you write a test class to test the method work or not. But inside the actual code, you no need to know. Okay, so this is the thing. Then next thing is the reduced complexity. Okay, reduce complexity. So means people already write a method, you just call and use. So your code will become shorter. Okay, it's no way that people already give you this method already, but you go to create another one, same one. For what? People already tested the method, use and return the result. All okay one. It's no point to write your own method to come up with the answer. It's no point. So what I can say is, if you really can find a method in the library, use it. No need to think for so much. Use it. Okay, and they give you answer. So your code will become shorter because you reuse other people method. But if you want to write yourself, I can tell you, they probably got 30 line, 40 line of code you need to write. It's no point, and then your method maybe got error one. Okay, people already tested. That means before they add into the library, they'll test few round, the different value and so on. Confirm no mistake already, then they just share out. Okay, those method being shared one is tested. Okay, your own one, just test by yourself only. Okay, maybe inside got error or something like that, you don't know. So what I suggest is, if the method already in the library, use it. No need to think so much. Use it. Then make your code shorter. You just keep one line, a code call the method. That's it. Then the method will run already. Okay, remember, don't show off your potential of coding or so on. Wow, sir, I can write my own. No need. You're wasting your time. Okay, we want to do the job fast. That's why you reuse a lot of methods they have inside the library. Yeah, so this is the main thing I want to tell you. So for example, in the math class, we have a lot of things a lot of methods you can reuse. Like pi is pi. Okay, how we call it? Call this one, call constant. Put the class in front. Max.pi, then you call the variable. Okay, so e also max.e, then you already call the exponential value. Okay, then go outside, got a lot of method, exponent method, trigonometry, rounding, minimum, maximum. This one absolute value. Absolute means change the negative value to positive. A random method. So this one we use very frequently. Okay, if you want to random generate the value, we can use a random methods. Now I'm going to show you lah. Okay, all these methods are sample. Then I'll show you the coding in the with the NetBeans. Okay, so we go next first. So this is a sine, cosine, tangent, cos, sine, tangent. So this one, if you learn mathematics, then you will know lah. Okay, all these you just put in the value, then they give you the answer. Okay, so you can see now max.sign 0, then return this value. Okay, so of course I won't further go for this. Like we are not a special course that study max. But I tell you there's a set of method that ready for you to use. So please, I don't write your own one. People already give you a sign method already. Oh, you just call and use it. You no point that you write your sign method inside. Then maybe the thing's very complicated to get the answer. No point. Okay, this is what I think. I tell you, got method already, use it. No need doing so much. So all this is like ready. The method ready in the max class one. Max.sin. Okay, then you already use the method. One line of code instead of many lines. You write your own. Okay. So this is a power at square root. So POW shortcut power. So we can put to this one what value and what power you want. So like for example 2 power of 3. So I can return 8. Okay. Most of the method here I can tell you the return double value. So I told you the integer we seldom use because integer the range of accept value only integer only. But you put double, integer double also can accept it. So that's why all the method here normally we return type is double. Okay, so you can see all double value. So like this, you also can put power of 3.5, power of 2.5. You also can give you answer. Okay, very convenient. Just put in the value, they give you answer. So you don't think this answer it will be wrong. Not possible the wrong one. It's already tested everything. Okay, so the answer will return the correct value. Square root 4, 2. Square root 20.5, they'll give you the answer. Okay, all this with point one. If you use calculator, also need some time, but you just call method, you can use it. Okay, so this is a method inside the math class dot POW dot square root. This one dot power lah, make dot power. Okay, and this how got dot sin dot whatever. Then we have got another one. Okay, minimum maximums. Okay, so they got method also max dot max. So you put a value, then return the value for you. Okay, max and minimum. Okay, so this is a return the max or minimum of 2 parameters. Okay, this is all the method ready one in the max class. So we no need to create, use it directly, and it's automatic import to your all the classes. So we no need specify import something dot max. No need. It's automatic one because it's a basic thing you need to use lah. Okay, all the max class is there already to use. Okay, so it's automatic import to your classes. Okay, so this is a random methods. Okay, random methods. So I write some formula at the side to let you see. Okay, so how you come up with these methods basically. So we can see if you want to return 0 to 9, so you plus a value 0 plus, then after that is 9 minus 0 plus 1. So you get this 10. So actually the actual formula is like this. 0, I mean the starting point, start value. Then use the end value minus the start value plus 1. So, but we can simplify like whatever I show you here, the first one. Okay, max random times time. Okay, actually equal to this. You just have 0 plus, no need, so we take out only. Can you see? So I hope you understand. So all of this method can apply this formula. Means starting value, after that you use end value minus starting value plus 1. All the formula same. Okay, see out the right also same. So I look at the second one. So I want to display 50 to 99. So the first starting value is 50. Ending value is 99. Okay, so 99 minus 50 plus 1. So it's 50. So actually this method equal to this. 99 minus 50 plus 1. Okay, so I hope that the formula you can know. So this one is the ending value minus the starting value plus 1 in the behind, and the starting value in the front. So this one same, starting with 50, so 50 in the front, then the ending value is 99. 99 minus 50 plus 1 is still equal to 50. Okay, so this is how this formula will come out. Okay, this is also same thing. You want to display the character between F, A to F. So how? The starting is A, ending is F. So F minus A plus 1. So all the formula is the same. Okay, so the formula is like this, the formula. A, that means starting, plus in then max dot random B minus A plus 1. So this formula is general formula for all the method here. Why here missing here and there? Because 0 plus is no need to put ma. And this one is simplified to 10. Okay, 9 minus 0 plus 1 is 10. Okay, so I hope that you understand. I explained to you because this is a common method applied to all, but they simplify it. That's why you cannot see, why suddenly change like that. Okay, so this is the thing I write out this morning. So this general method, you just remember starting plus ending minus starting plus 1. Just remember that formula. Then you can apply to all type of the character or in numbers. Okay, so this is called random methods. Okay, so these are random methods. Then we'll go to the next. Okay, this is a ASCII tables. Okay, these are hexadecimal and so on. You can refer A to Z. Okay, so it's a long list. So I will refer to the A. Let me check the A uppercase. Should be 65A. Wow, this one already can read, so it's not very small. I can't read, so you can try to read yourself. Okay, so what character A? I can see that. Can see here A 65. Okay, A is 65. Lowercase a is 97. 97. Small k A. So I always remember these two. I always remember these two. Okay, uppercase A is 65. Lowercase a 97. I remember these two, and then B, C, and then you can just add up the number to get it. Okay, so this you no need to remember the whole table lah. Okay, just remember the starting A. Okay, uppercase, lowercase, there is in lah. Okay, so remember all lah. Okay, so this is a class. Okay, so you can go back to this lah. Okay, you can go to documentation to see what the method inside the max class. Okay, so if you put next to the DOCS, okay, or if you just hyperlink to get the file, or you download the whole file, library download and go refer. I prefer to download the whole thing lah. Okay, instead of refer to the internet. Okay, so this is things. Okay, this is how you use the random characters. Okay, so I create one method called get random character. Okay, so got char, then after that is starting and ending. Okay, here's a starting and ending. So this is a formula, same or not? Starting, ending minus starting plus 1. So I tell you when you remember that formula, where you go same. So I just call this AZ09 all can be come up with the answer. Okay, so remember, so this is what I told you. Just remember starting plus ending, this one method times ending minus starting plus 1. You can apply to any value and character type. Okay, so all can come up with an answer. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, so this one is exceptions. Okay, exceptions. So exception means if you enter wrong value, what happened? How to handle? Okay, here got few slides that I just go to, then I show you the sample, real sample. So this one you can see this one asks you enter integer. You key integer and then okay. But what is the purpose of keying wrong? Key A, then your program terminated. So we do one like that. Okay, means you got error in during runtime. When you key a wrong value, then your whole program is terminated. So instead of happening like this, we can handle it. So when have an error, we ask user to key in again. Something like that. Okay, so this is how we handle. So this is called exception handling. Okay, using try catch statements. Okay, try catch. Actually, we got try catch finally lah. Okay, I try to put finally in my sample program also, even though they are not covering your syllabus. Finally means in the end, I don't care what is the process is running normally or abnormal, it's normal or abnormal, I will still do something in the finally. Finally means for sure to run one. Okay, for sure to run one. So normally we use for in real life we use maybe you close the connection of the database, we close a file. That means normally it's the release resources. Okay, but for me I make one program just display the message. Okay, I try to put in a message. Actually in real life we use it to release the resources, close connections, close file, and so on. Okay, so I show you some sample later in the real code. Okay, direct catch statements. Okay, so try what error? Okay, try. Okay, do try got error. If got error, I catch it, then display the message. Okay, so you can see here is what so I explain to you. You enter integer. If you enter normal integer, then your answer display properly. Then your output is false. No need continue, because by default continue is true. Then you need continue other code. Okay, but this one is at first is true. So here when you come to here, true mean run or run. Then in the end I said false. False means stop already. But you key in wrong value, then different story. You key in wrong value means you the try not cannot. Then you go to catch. Catch is catch all the error in the try. So the catch the error, the display is incorrect input, and integer is required. Then you scan whatever you key in, print out for you to see. Let's use next line. Okay, scan next line what you enter actually just now. Okay, then this one you stop do while loop we stop when the continue input is false, then you stop. Okay, this is a stop condition. Okay, so this is a sample. Later I'll show you the real one how do key on. If second the key on never end. Okay, so that's why we have something do while loop and if else statement there. Until you correct, just stop. Until you input correct value, just stop. If not, they'll forever loop there. Okay, so that's why 3 times, 4 times also no problem. This is why we need to handle it. Okay, so you handle it means you try to key multiple time wrong, also useless, because they're still in the loop. They won't end the programs. Okay, this is usefulness of beautifulness of this exception handling until you get the correct value. Okay, so this is the thing. Later I'll show you some real example. Okay, so this is a general structures, try-catch statements. Okay, and these two coding I already put in the file already. Okay, this morning I already put in the file I share. Okay, so this is a this is an error. Okay, what is error? Error here. You declare in, but this value you're going to return 62 divide 0, so it's error. So how to handle this error? Then you can write so longer programs, try then catch this error. This second list is a division 0 exception, something like that. Okay, this is one of the error. Okay, so these things. Okay, so this is everything regarding today lah. Okay, define method, invoke method, and pass argument. Okay, use method overloading. Then if more than one method matching, there's called this method ambiguous invocation. Okay, then now we are trying to have this try catch statement. So I write this sample programs later run in the NetBeans. Okay, so this is everything in the running chapter. So I write very stupid program just simple one to demo to you how to use the try catch. Okay, so this all the sample you can try so you can see this is the methods. I use my own one. Okay, to calculate this value. Okay, so we can run. You may need to run everything for you to see. Okay, of course they still can give you value Base is 2, then power is 3, so answer is 8. Okay, so you can see I didn't use any built-in method, so I need to write longer code. Answer into a base for in I less than power I plus answer like this. It's very trouble, but I use the method in the math class. I just call using method name only like this. Can you see? So that's why I told you, you've got method to use it. So this one I run still can give you answer same, but the code is shorter. Only one line at least. Just use it. So this one's name 2, 3, until still 8. Let's see. So this one is longer because I need to consider logic. Wow, this and that if then equal 0, then else one. Very trouble. So now we no need to bother, just call it and use. Okay, so this one is 1. So another one also is a next. Okay, this one is nothing. Is a printf. So printf I already show you in the first class already. Take out. So now I go to try catch finally. Okay, this is the last part in the chapter. So this program is I got input to. Okay, this is an exception class. It's that mean error. Okay, this error also inside the Java util. If you want to make it simplify, you can import Java util.asterisk to import everything in the class. Okay, in the file, you put asterisk instead of put name. But this one, because this one only demo this error, so I only inputs mean it mismatch exception. This is this one of inside the util a lot of error. This is one of it. Okay. So here also you see, this is how I control until you must key in the correct value. Boolean value to false. Do until not false. Not false means true. Do until you can give me the correct value. If not, forever run there. Okay, so this is a link. So this is a part to control. You must key in the correct value. Okay, then after that I call this method lah. Okay, call this method check input. So check input. So boolean type same thing. Check you false. Then you do this. Okay, please enter the integer number. If a correct number, they will display. Okay, then check you to return true value. Then they will go off. Okay, if not, I cache the error. Please enter only integer value. Return false. Okay, and finally, I just prepare message whether you stupid or smart. Okay, actually, normally you release resources like disconnect, release the connection, or close file, close connection. But because I don't want to make it very complicated, I just put this. In the end, I for sure display message either you smart or stupid. Okay, so you see, I run this. I hope give you 2 versions because chapter 1 I teach you 2 so I also give you 2 versions. So I run the file. Okay. So integer number. So if I purposely key in A, okay, please enter only integer value. You are very stupid. Enter integer value. Can you see or not? Because this one running. So here they got error. So they cache the error. Then display this. Please enter integer. Can you see or not? Please enter integer value. And this one where? In the finally. So finally for sure run. For sure run. Okay, don't care you got error, no error. In the end must run finally. Okay. So maybe I arrange like this. Maybe later I'll share this one. Suppose I this morning to rush, so it should be arranged in this way. Then easy to read. Try catch finally. Okay, try catch. This is a catch one. This one is a finally one. Okay, so I arrange properly. Okay, so there's no way to stop. Okay, they still key in the value. So until you can get the value, then they will give you very smart, something like that. Okay, I try one with error, 2 error starting. A, give me a stupid. I give B, they also give me stupid. Okay, until I key the correct number, then you very smart. Number. Oh, you enter integer value 2, yeah, very smart. Okay, so this is a simple programs. Okay, finally, remember, finally, sure run. I don't care whether got error, no error, sure run. And cache, they only cache when you have error. Okay, now we go to the finally version, the JOptionPen version. It's similar programs, write in different way. Okay, enter integer. I put D. Please enter only integer value. Then here you are very stupid. Okay, so we display. Okay, you key in, also key in R again. They give saying please enter only integer value. You are very stupid. Okay, so now I key in the correct number. You enter number 2. Oh yes, we are very smart. Okay, so I demo these 2 programs for you. You know it right because I write for you already. You just need to test it. Okay, I hope that in this way that you're easy to learn because I give you a sample code for you to test by your own. Okay. Okay, so all this I need to type myself. Okay, all this is my hard work. So I hope that you appreciate that. Then you can actually learn faster. You have a sample code beside you. Okay, this is why this morning I wake up early to prepare all this. Okay, so I hope you're happy to learning Java. Okay, or Java actually not as difficult as you think. If you got fundamental of C, it's just like same, just like the syntax they talk longer a bit. Okay, so I hope that you understand what's the meaning of this. I explain one more time. This means got system folder. Inside system folder got one subfolder called out. Then inside the out got all these methods. Yeah. So it's possible to invoke a method from a class from other folder. Yes. If you put public, then you can do that. Okay. Remember, but you must do one more statement here. Import. Okay, this one. Import that folder. Yes or not? Because you want to call the method in other folder, so you must import the folder in. Then you can call. Okay, Noel, I answer your question. Yes. So I will stop recording. So the end of today's lecture. Okay, I know today got some technical issue of the connection and so on, but we'll try our best because I didn't fix the string mix in at home. So I only use mobile phone to teach. Mobile data. Of course, I buy the bigger package. Okay. So I hope you're happy to learn Java because for me, Java is very important because in subsequent, you got a lot of the course is basic is Java. Like algorithm, all this. You do know the basic one, then you go there, you will die one. So I tell you, this one is a fundamental, whereby in future, we will learn a lot of subject that using Java one. Okay, then the time they won't teach you all these things already. They just go and they give you the algorithms. Okay, what's a double linked list, single link, or whatever link. They will teach you in more difficult one. The fundamental you already cover. That's why you must very strong. So all the practical, I hope that you really do. Okay, really do by yourself. You don't just copy from friend, because you copy, you won't learn one. You never learn, then in the end, you hear, close your eye, you can pass, but go to other further difficult subject that relate to Java, then you die. Okay, for example, in the last time mobile app, you use Java, mobile app, but now they use Kotlin. So even though the language is different, but the logic is the same. Okay, so that's it for today. You can go off. Okay, you can go off. Okay, thanks.